Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. This is your presenter, Dr. Mamdouh Muhammad, and today we are going to cover a new picture, and I hope you'll love it. In fact, I have today two pictures, and I hope you see the difference and the contrast between the two of them. Let's begin with the first picture. And as you see, this is a picture of a beautiful girl, which is almost between 1 or 2 years. You can see how beautiful the symmetry is, the color of the hair, the size of the eye, the brightness of the eye, the symmetry between the eye and the nose and the mouth. You can see, subhanallah al-azim. A Muslim would say, really, subhanallah, how beautiful this is, how perfect Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created this creature. We would love it. We would love to see things like that. And as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that this is the creation, this is the creation of Allah. Who is better? Who can do something better than this creation? صبغة الله ومن أحسن من الله صبغة وَنَحْنُ لَهُ عَابِدُونَ. This is the creation of Allah. This is the form that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala found that this is the best form for human beings. And as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in this, in one of the verses in the Quran, لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي أَحْسَنِ تَقْوِيمٍ. Indeed, we created man in the best form. And that's what you see. Everybody can see this and would get the first reaction, would see cute, beautiful, and that's what the Muslims mean. Not just that, but they would say that perfect. This is perfect, and they would say, subhanallah, how perfect he is. The Muslims, when they look at this picture, they look at it from a different angle. Most of the people would see the picture and say that this is a beautiful girl. Yes, but the Muslims go beyond this and would see, yes, more beautiful than this is how perfect the creator of this picture is. In other words, we just don't see the things that appear in front of us, but we see the maker and the manufacturer and the creator who created these pictures. So it's very significant when the Muslim would say, subhanallah. However, in the same verse that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that we created man in the best form, He said, ثُمَّ رَدَدْنَاهُ أَسْفَلَ سَافِلِينَ. Let's see the other picture and see the contrast. Here's the other picture of a human being, a creation of Allah, that when he was as young and this girl was perhaps as beautiful as she looks. However, you see what he had done to himself. You can see all these changes that he added, and the alteration and the alternations and all these things that added to him. You can see, you are like you to judge it, how beautiful or how ugly. I would leave the judgment for you. But you can see by your naked eye the difference between these two pictures, and that's what a human being can do to himself. How can a human being change this so beautiful picture? When he grows, he should be more educated. However, we Muslims know that he led himself to this by listening to the Satan. Listen to the Quran saying that Satan himself said that وَلَآمُرَنَّهُمْ فَلَيُغَيِّرُنَّ خَلْقَ اللَّهِ. I will command them and they will change the form and the creation that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made by doing this. How does this happen? When a person is away from the right path, when a person does not follow the guidelines that Almighty Allah created us with and gave us and sent these guidelines to us through the messengers of him, through the message that he sent across the history. And he will see that a human being does not follow the path and the guidelines that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala selected for him and for her. And the outcome is what we see. And I hope that we can flip between the two pictures to see the difference. And this happens to the human being by following the whims and the desires. When a human being leaves himself for himself and he seeks no guidance from others, especially the messengers of God. If he seeks guidance from other human beings, each human being would give him an input that may be different from the other. I like it this way. I like 20 rings. Some other would say that I like only rings that come here. One other would say, no, rings are here, much better. A third one would say it's something different. When you follow the whims of human beings or your own whims, this exactly means that a human being is following the footsteps or the guidelines of the Satan, of Shaitan. And in this way, he will definitely change from the best model and the best beautiful form that Allah created him or created her with, and to go down to the worst scenario, to the lowest of the lowest, as you can see this one. When you compare it with people, you may think that he might have lived in a village far from civilization, and this was the norm of his people, but in reality this is not. In fact, he lives in a very educated society. He lives in one of those some countries, so-called advanced countries. However, the end result is this, is what you can see. And I saw what kind of beauty a human being sees in such a thing. However, he himself may see himself look beautiful. But this is again the effect of the Satan, who changes things from the beautiful default format that Allah created to the way that a human being may think or may see. A very simple lesson that all of us can learn from, brothers and sisters, my viewers everywhere in the world. It's a very simple lesson. If you leave yourself to your own guidance, if you follow what people nowadays say that I like it this way, I want to see myself this way, this is my body, I can do whatever thing that I want to it. We Muslims say a simple no. No. You think that this is your body? No. This is something that Allah gave you and entrusted you with. And in order to you function it, to make it, to you get use of it in a better way, in the right way, you should get the guidelines from the one who created you, from the one who created this beautiful body and beautiful face to you. And you see how you can take care of this body and face, and how you can keep the original format or the original nature by following the guidelines of Almighty Allah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.